Hey man, it's me, Kevin Smith. We're here at the IMDb at San Diego Comic-Con 2019, and look, it's the cast of Fear the Walking Dead. Put your hands together for them. This show, which of course started as the spin-off slash prequel, is now becoming almost interchangeable with the other show, as we're seeing lots of cast members jump over. We saw you jump over last season. We're seeing you jump over this season, man. And the way I understand it, you won't have that going on. Is that correct?
I wish. I wish. No, it's still there.
Is it really?
Yeah.
So they didn't take the opportunity to be like, let's give them a storyline where we put it on.
We're looking for a surgeon right now.
To do that.
Yeah.
What is it like coming back here every year for you guys? Comic-Con, of course, being Mecca for those of us in the culture. The Walking Dead franchise being at the top of that pyramid for so very long at this point. What's it like when you guys get to come here? Does it feel like work, or is it like, this is where we receive our proppers?
I feel like such a veteran at this point. I really do. I'm like 5 years. Yeah, like I've earned that badge. It's really lovely coming back. As you said kind of earlier, you know, this is where it is, you know, it's comic book central, it's fan central, it's where you receive all the love. You know, the show goes out into the universe, but this is where you see it firsthand, and there's so much going on, it's so energetic, it's great. And for me, it's like the marker of when we finish our season 2. We finished like 2.5 weeks ago.
Right.
So for me, it's the last little portion, and then I'm like on hiatus, and like no one can find me. So it's like the perfect way to like end the filming kind of portion.
When you come here, particularly recently, are people like, are you okay? What's
Every
the story?
single question has been that. They're like, do we have to be worried? Like, what's the deal?
Well, it's just like the show, like it's never like bad enough with like there's zombies to be afraid of. Like now they're nuclear zombies.
Yeah.
Like they always have to up the ante and whatnot. Did you, since it is a Walking Dead show, every time you open up a script, or you're like, this is the week?
I think you just kind of get, you know, you go into it knowing that this is a possibility. It could happen. I did, though. At some point, you do, I think, get some false sense of security. And then that was one of those episodes where I did have to call them up. And I was like, okay, we need to chat. What's going on? And I mean, yeah, it can happen at any moment. But you also know it comes with the territory. So.
Also probably helps inform the product to some degree, right? Like,
yeah.
Nobody knows when they're going to die. That
Yeah.
adds a bit of suspense to it.
Yeah, it's true.
Just don't buy a house.
Yeah.
Don't fall in love. Don't be called the moral compass, and you might be all right.
Yeah.
And stand next to Norman Reedus used to be my rule.
If anyone
Then
gets
you'll
too
never get
happy,
Alicia in the trailer
if anyone
training.
gets like too happy or too in love, you almost know it's like, oh, it's over. They're about to go.
You are the man who walks between two worlds, the man of the future and the past. What's it been like jumping over here?
It's been a trip. I mean, it's been, you know, beyond what I could have imagined when I first walked onto the set of the pilot, kind of, 10 years ago. So yeah, every day is just like this whole experience just keeps on fascinating me, and we're not kind of, I mean, it's still, you know, there was a moment where the two shows caught up and I jumped over, and then the other show has jumped forward. So there's still a 6-year difference between the two shows. We're still chasing it.
All right. It's creative as heck, too, man. Did you help this guy out when he came over? Were you able to show him the ropes? Like, this is how you leave that world and come to this world.
No, you're absolutely right. That's what I did. I showed him the ropes. I taught him everything that he knows. I am his mentor. I am his, I was going to say father figure, but I don't want to. I'm his big brother. No, actually, yeah, babysitter. Actually, it's the other way around. I phoned him because Austin is from Austin. We shoot in Austin. So I phoned him and said, tell me about Austin. And he went, well, I'm about 5'11", and that's it. That's all I got.
That was a real dad joke.
See what I mean?
You back this dad joke stuff or what?
I back it big time. Big time.
Thank you, son.
Were you thrilled to jump over to the other one?
I was, man. I just, you know, it's funny. Like, even on the other show, I was sort of in between the Sanctuary and Alexandria, so I got to work with all those actors and everyone in that world, and then I got to hop over to Fear and work with all those actors, and it's in my hometown, and so I mean, this is great.
And
I
in
love
the beginning, I would imagine the reaction you might have gotten from the world was like, you suck, we hate you, Dwight. Now, I imagine it's a little more nuanced, right?
I never hop on social media, and I did for this, and all the comments were extremely positive, and people were psyched to see where my story was going, so that was a nice little turnout. I enjoyed it.
Right on. How are you?
Amazing.
Yeah?
Happy to be here.
Was last year your first time here?
No, this is my 4th time actually.
What are you
Which
feeling?
I can't believe it. You
Year
know,
4.
every time we come, the excitement that I get, I realize, okay, we're gonna share our story, and we do it, at WonderCon. We kind of do it often, like doing press. But San Diego Comic-Con, it's about the fans. And what we say about the fans is like they're everywhere, and they're just like ready to just receive anything you got. And it's that excitement is what keeps us like nervous, excited. Oh my gosh, what are you gonna wear? We don't even talk about what we're gonna wear, but we match. I guess it's like I don't know how we do it, but it's that kind of excitement that kind of like it keeps you connected,
Right.
And what's cool is that we just wrapped the show. So when we wrap, it's like, okay, I'm not gonna see you again until next season. It's like, see you at Comic-Con. That's the next thing we say.
It never ends, is what you're saying. You're like, just when I think I can get away from these people, there they are at WonderCon.
No, it's just the best place to kind of reconnect after like 2 weeks.
It is,
really
I would
is.
imagine.
So thank you.
Maggie, you look lost. How are you?
Oh, you went there.
I had to.
See what you just did.
What is it like for you coming
See,
here?
the dad jokes are
Yeah, dad jokes
Spreading.
I am a dad. What do you want? What is it like for you to return under the auspices of this show?
I mean, I love this group. We have the hardest working crew in the industry, and a cast that I feel honored to work alongside. So it's been great. I mean, it's a tough show, but we all kind of manage together, which makes it amazing.
Let me ask you this, man. If sooner or later, if the show keeps going, chances are they'll probably off you. If you had a
Probably.
choice on how to die, how do you want to go out?
Trip, probably.
Trip and fall? That'd be
Yeah.
amazing. This week on Fear the Walking Dead, an accident.
Something really banal, like she's like showering and like didn't have a towel outside. Done.
Something that could happen to all of us.
Yeah.
That would
something
be really
could
terrifying.
Could be any of us.
That's smart, man.
Yeah.
I don't want to be flying. I just thought of like, I don't want to crash another plane or like, no. I want to go like, I don't know. I want to do karaoke dying or something. I just want to do something.
You mean
I
dying
know,
where people are like, you suck, get
Yeah,
off? Or
something like that. I'm like, I know, I gotta go. Boom, done. It's
done.
just like,
That's the good kind of death, because then you come back next week and live again.
Down the line and asking us each how we'd like our character to die.
that's
Super
basically.
macabre, Kevin.
I had to, man.
Well, we all
Austin?
kind of want ridiculous deaths. That's what I figured. We've all talked about this before. I wanted a piano to fall from like a building.
Yes.
Just right on my head.
That's too far.
No,
Rein it
that's
in.
what I want.
What about you,
I
sir?
just got kind of dark. Like I want to look into like I want like Lenny to have to kill me and have to like look into his eyes and then done.
I could do that. I'd quite like it.
Maybe another year though, or two.
I think I think it's one of the Rocky films where they both hit each other
And they
and
freeze.
they both go down, and you don't know which one of them's going to go up. I'd like that. Me and Rick, and we both fire a gun at each other, and the bullets hit us both in the head. We're both out. End of it. End of the series. Good night. Thanks for playing. Too dark?
That
No,
should
dark.
be the
That's
ending
great.
right there, man. It's genius. Folks, give it up for the kids from Fear the Walking Dead. They got to go.
Thank you very much.
Stick around for more IMDb at San Diego Comic-Con 2019 in a little bit.